experiencing the Kathryn Dunn Show. Welcome. Today we have Matt Capazzi, my mom, Elaine Vadio, kind of. Bull is with us, and so am I. Okay, we no longer have Elaine, but we did. So, hello, everybody. And just to get started, we're going to do my mom's favorite segment, Wine and Whisper. Just kidding. We're not. We're going to do something else, something that we've rehearsed. Actually, this is true.
Just as funny.
What is?
Nothing.
No, what's funny?
The wine and the whisper in this.
Oh, yeah, two things back to back that my mom loves. And now,
Love 'em.
for something sketchy with my mom and Matt. Matt, are you, Bull, are you talking? Because you're muted. Bull, it's the sketch. Do you know that we're doing the sketch now?
Sorry, I had to go back. I had to go back to something
Oh, okay. Well,
to open it up and turn my. Sorry, here we go. Sorry. Ready?
yeah.
A day, a person walks in with a bunchy coat.
Ma'am, we need you to stop leaving birdhouses all over the food court.
I forgot what I'm saying.
Did you lose your lines?
What are you talking about?
Ma'am,
I don't know what
I
you're
can see it
talking about.
ma'am, I could see it poking out of your extra large coat. We see the sticks and things.
Well, you know that's not what this is. That's
Oh, we see all the stuff falling out of your coat. Oh, you got bird seed, you got signs for the birds, do not disturb. A water dish, a birdhouse, food trays, and nest materials.
Oh, I guess you got me.
Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Ma'am signals the birds and they swarm the employee.
Coo, coo, coo.
All right, guys.
Still not.
You just saw the sketch my mom hates, but it made me laugh every time they rehearsed it and when I wrote it. Why? Because it's what I want to do. Every single time we go to the food court at Costco, there are birds, and I always think that I need to like do something for the birds. I left a little dish out for the birds with like water on it, and then Bull was like, "Don't do that," and like every time I'm like, I want to do something. Like I want to bring bird houses and things for these birds, bird seed for these birds.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just started imagining it, and then how like one day I come and like, listen, lady, you need to stop this. Because I imagine they would get in trouble if somebody did that. But it needs to be done. So if you go to a store that you see birds at, bring a little seed with you and give it to them because they appreciate it. Put a little dish of water out. Come on, they need it. They need it more than you do. So yeah, that was for the birds, everyone. And now for some uplifting animal news with Elaine Vadio. Maybe. Elaine, do you
you're
have anything
frozen.
for us today? What an excuse she's given us.
She's frozen.
I've got some. So, Skyland's Sanctuary in New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Please give them all of your love and attention. Buy all of their merch and sponsor an animal. There's a little adorable cow that broke out in Brooklyn, and there were different reports, like a girl, a boy, but I think ultimately it's a boy named Stewie. So he's a boy named Stewie, rather, not it. The story is about anyway. This cow broke out of a butcher shop, and all of these evil humans wrangled this poor cow to like get this poor cow back to the slaughterhouse.
Oh God.
Yeah, because they're all terrible. But luckily, the story was on the news, and people who aren't terrible heard it, and those people are, you know, I'm sure more than one sanctuary, but the sanctuary that actually was able to negotiate this cow coming. They brought the cow to Pennsylvania to murder it, but then Skyland Sanctuary or Skylands was able to get Stewie home. So now he's gonna live the rest of his life in Sanctuary at Skylands in New Jersey. So please send them your love and All of your money. Whatever they need, just give it to them. Also, an update on the alligator that was found in the Prospect Park pond. It seems that there's still recovery coming. Like, it's a long recovery a ways. There was a bath stopper found in an x-ray inside their body. I forget if it's a girl or a boy. I think it's a girl. What? Yes, there was an alligator that someone, most likely, had as a pet, but definitely somehow it got in the cold, the Prospect Park pond, like a pond in Prospect Park. I don't think it's the Prospect Park pond, but a water feature in Prospect Park.
The lake.
Okay.
The lake there.
There. It was a lake. And they found this poor, sweet alligator, like just barely moving, grossly underweight, and not okay. And they've given her, I think it's a girl, to the Bronx Zoo for recovery, where she is still on the mend, and there's a long road ahead, but no bad news that she's no longer with us. So hopefully everything will be fine. Hopefully she recovers, and hopefully they figure, because they can't actually take the bath stopper. They think she was held in a bathtub. They can't take the bath stopper out of her until she's well enough for the surgery.
Where is the bath stopper? In her? She swallowed it?
Yeah, it's like near the bottom of her, lengthwise, near like the
So she's got
the out
got
rather than the in.
intestines.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But they can't do anything until she's well enough for the surgery or any sort of attempt to get it out. So she's still doing her thing. Hopefully she'll get better and fatter and all that. And we just watched The Elephant Whisperers, which won the Oscar for I think best documentary. I don't think short documentary is a thing. And I was crying the whole time. So I do recommend it if anybody wants to see Elephant Whisperers. And I got, I think, 16 out of 23 guesses for the Oscars, but I got the main ones right, and that was the main important thing, because I was just guessing with the rest. Actually, some of the main ones, I didn't realize that whatever that was, the one that you liked, Bull, the war one.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was
All Quiet on the
Western Front.
Yeah,
Western Front.
I didn't guess that stuff right, but I also didn't see it. All right, Matt, you've got any uplifting animal news for us?
I actually was gonna. I had the same story about Stewie the calf.
Oh, let's hear it.
No. Well, I'm just gonna repeat what you said.
I don't mind.
So.
I love Stewie in the story,
except
for the part where it was scary.
Okay, so let's hear about Stewie the calf again. All right, a calf tore through the streets of Brooklyn in the Canarsie neighborhood after escaping his fate at a slaughterhouse earlier this week. He was taken to now he's at the Skylands Animal Sanctuary. After the animal was on the news, a lot of people called the slaughterhouse and, begging them like, this animal should go to a sanctuary. So they got a lot of those calls. And so thankfully, Stewie, who was running around near East 96th Street and Avenue L, he's going to be okay. He ended up at Skylands Animal Sanctuary. And also another notable animal that ended up at Skylands Animal Sanctuary back in 2016. If you've been keeping track of runaway animals.
And we have.
Yeah, I know. You keep a book. I know.
You should see my binder.
Yeah. Freddie the cow was the same thing happened. He ran away and eventually he ended up at Skylands Animal Sanctuary. So a happy ending for Stewie.
Yeah, and Freddie. And you can also check their website and you can drop down. And I'm sure Freddie is one of the animals if you wanted to sponsor Freddie. Or Stewie's not up there yet, but I'm sure Stewie will be up there. And you can sponsor specifically those animals, or you can just donate and give them your love and appreciation and your money to let them know that what they're doing is the right thing. And they did say that the person responsible for this wasn't trying to be reasonable. Like they really had to work hard to get him, I think it's a him, to surrender this animal to sanctuary.
Yeah, the person in charge of Skylands Animal Sanctuary, I think he drove like 3 hours to get the calf, and he also he called the owner of the slaughterhouse, and he really, he was very persistent, and he really cared about the calf, and so now the calf is at a sanctuary instead of a slaughterhouse.
Yeah. And I find it heartwarming that people, when they see an animal, try to free itself, because it clearly does not want to be murdered, and it clearly does not like the living situation, and everything about it is horrific, and it just wants to live its life. I do like that people recognize that in those animals. I wish people would recognize it in all of the animals that are in these places, because none of them want to be there, just some don't get out. So consider that when you're ordering food next time, because it's not food, it's bodies.
We're you know what's fun to do on the weekends? Get a bunch of friends together and break into a slaughterhouse and liberate all the animals. I mean, like, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that on the weekend. So, give it a shot.
Yeah, ask Edward Furlong to come along. He's actually gotten in trouble for it.
12 Monkeys.
That makes him my favorite. Do they do that in 12 Monkeys? Because now I want to see it.
Isn't that what Brad Pitt did in 12 Monkeys? He was letting them all out.
I need to see that movie.
Wasn't that what that was?
I forget.
Full disclosure, I think I did see it, but I wasn't in my right mind at the time, so I need to see it again, is what I'm saying.
But I think that's what they did. They let out all the animals, whatever.
I love that. That now I need to see that. Also, that might be a spoiler, guys, but you had like 22 decades. You had 2 decades to see it, so really, it's on you. Oh my God, and there was something else. Yeah, in Pennsylvania, I think that's where they brought.
It was something like that.
Yeah. I want to get a shirt from there, but I don't know if I should get a unisex or a lady shirt, because I don't know if it'll fit me, and I don't know how to ask. All right, so those are. Is that everything for? Oh, and Elaine did just send me a text. She is coming back in now, but she did just send me a text saying that Home Depot has birds. They also sell bird seed, and they have bird houses. So, do the math, people. Do the math.
Well, they're always there.
Yeah. Elaine, do you have anything to add? She's connecting to audio. That explains why it was so quiet for a minute. Earlier, Elaine showed us a crazy person who took down their pants and tried to take a dump on the train. It was very exciting. That's what delayed us only slightly. The rest was me.
Also, I don't have a lot of details on this, but two seals in Maine, they were rehabilitated, and they were recently released back into the wild. So good news for the 2 seals in Maine.
Cute. And I don't know what animal it was, but there's some animal that they just recently bred with 2 males, right? Was it a duck or a fish? Do you know?
It was. Oh God, I just saw it.
Wait, a duck and a what?
Was it a turtle? Was it
I don't know.
No.
Oh, but there is a turtle, the Pickles family, the oldest living radiated turtle, had some babies, and they're all named after different types of pickles. They're now calling them the Pickles family. You could look that up. But I don't know. I just know that 2 male animals had a baby together using skin cells. Like, scientists use skin cells to make male and male babies.
Wow.
With
So they
2
created,
dads.
did they create a new species?
No, I don't think it's a new species. I think they're just finding ways to not need like a hetero pairing more than like you can do a homo pairing.
Okay.
I'm not sure, like homogenetic or whatever the actual term is, but instead of different stuff, you can now do same. Not now, but obviously that's what they're working towards in the future, to do like same. So that, I mean, same-sex couples can eventually have like children that are genetically from them rather than, whatever they're doing now, which could be like, an egg and someone else's sperm rather than, or like a relative sperm in the family. Like now it could be, both of your genetic makeup creating this baby of yours. So I think that's what they're going towards. I feel like that's why they're doing this, and it'll be exciting when people can do that. Or you could just adopt. I don't know, but it's your life. Choose to live how you want. But yeah, Home Depot, guys. You can go in and they already have the birdhouses, so you don't have to wear the big coat. And now I'm going to give you what I promised you last week, and hopefully you get it. So here is Tony.
Zoomies, 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 little Miss Zoomies, she's got zoomies, 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 zoomies. Little Miss Zoomies, she's got zoomies. Smacky tail. Look at that smacky tail. That's a fierce little tail you got going. Smack, smack. Smack, smack. Ow! 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 Ow!
See? Now she's gonna attack me.
And that was Tony. That is an exclusive. You will not find that on my social media. You will only find it here on the Kathryn Dunn Show. So if you're in this room right now wondering what just happened, please check out this episode 55 of the Kathryn Dunn Show, and you will see the Tony tack. It's really good, especially the insider mouth footage. There's some insider mouth shots. So really good stuff. And that brings us to, quite obviously, Tattletales.
Oh.
All right, everybody. What have we got to say? I heard your boy earlier. I thought I heard a Mitzi. And what are our kitty cats and our puppers up to? I'm the one with puppers.
Well, Mitzi discovered a new species of animal. It's called the bunny rabbit.
Ooh.
And it's related to the cat, but it has longer ears and it bounces. So yeah, Mitzi made that fantastic discovery earlier today, and the scientific community is all full of glee.
Oh, Mitzi Columbus, you discover her. Look at her. She's a little genius.
Yeah.
Good job, Mitzi. Oh, do we get to see the mitts? Yes,
Yeah.
mitts time. Mitts time. Oh, my goodness. Look at that face. Did she get cuter?
I think so.
Yeah. Does she like the summer weather around the clock?
Yeah, she was. There's a fenced-in porch, and I think she was just laying out in the sunshine, and so yeah, she's enjoying it.
What a
Good for her.
lady. Look at her. You have a fenced in, you said, but make sure she doesn't go into the non-fenced in area. I've heard like stories of all sorts of things. Gators, coyotes, all sorts of things.
Yeah. Screened porch.
Yeah, I know what you meant when you said fenced in.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yep.
pictured what you were talking about, and now I realize, yes, a fence would not help, because hawks
Yeah.
are also a thing in Florida.
Right. She's yeah, I'm trying to slowly I used to live in an apartment. Now I moved. I'm living with my mom in a condo. So I'm just trying to, whenever she goes out of the bedroom, I'm just keeping an eye on her, because my mom doesn't want her to go on the couches or the seats. So I just kind of hang out, and but there's a screened-in porch, and so it's like a screened-in porch is like a window on steroids.
Yeah.
So she's just like
360 views.
yeah, and all the sounds. I mean, the birds in Florida. I mean, it's just different, and like geckos and stuff. So it's like for her, it's like I don't know. It's a different world. But it's it's the screened-in porch is nice. I mean, she gets fresh air, and so she's enjoying it. So yeah.
What a good girl. They have cat leashes. I don't think you could use a hamster ball on her. She's a bit big, or a guinea pig ball. But
Yep.
maybe that would help if you had. I don't know. But it sounds like the porch is working for her, so that's good. Oh, we've got an incoming update from our meowterologist, Tone Tigers. Look at her. Look at you. Look at you. Come here. Show your face. Show your little face. Yeah, show it. She's like, no, I'll show you my bee-hole. Did someone say they're getting B-roll? Well, look at my bee-hole. Tony, the queen of B-roll. All right, that was an update from Tony. I've been conducting weather reports with her. You can check out my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Facebook. She's taken over all of it, and I like it. One human is concerned for me because he thinks that I'm crazy, and I call him a climate denier because I'm not crazy. She predicts the weather. How are the boys, Mom?
Wait a minute.
Boys are fine.
Wait a minute,
They're,
what?
What are you talking about? Me?
No, I'm talking about a human on the internet who is like, I'm concerned for you.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, we'll get
Sorry.
to you later.
Go ahead.
Go on, Mom. Sorry.
no, nothing. Babies are fine. They're very confused because I'm told the whole house is an uproar.
Yeah.
Whole house.
That's gotta be weird.
They're
So,
like all
like,
over.
are your cats like looking on their phones and using navigation to find their way around?
No, they just get new spots all the time. You know how
Oh.
cats do. But the thing is, now when they come to sleep with me, they don't just want to sleep with me, they want to sleep on me. But all in the same place. It's like they're trying to get positioned like who's gonna sit on my face.
Do you
True,
think
it's ridiculous.
Do you think they like have some sort of way of deciding who it is? Is it first come, first serve? Do you think they do like gambling?
No, it's very weird, but Joey always wins because he doesn't have to fight for anything
Oh.
because he's the alpha male and they all know it.
Oh.
His brother doesn't care because they're really fine. And then the other one, she doesn't like it, the little rat, but she fights with Chandler, not with Joey. Nobody fights with Joey.
Wow.
They're not that crazy. And who's my baby? Come here, baby boy. Here. My boy. Today the time changed here. We just did our time change last night. Which is always so funny because with their food.
Are you looking
So,
at him?
which cat knocks over things?
Oh, that's Chandler.
And have there been any adventures with Chandler knocking over things?
He's too frail.
Oh.
He's too frail.
Oh no.
You gotta knock it over for him. Let him relive his kitten days.
He's frail.
Oh, shoot. Sorry to hear that.
Guys,
They're 20 years old.
If your cats are getting old and they can't knock over things for them.
Yeah.
No.
Take their little paw and be like, let's do this, kitty.
Yeah, we knocked over things, glory days. The salt and pepper and shakers, glory days.
He really is quite frail.
Aw.
Oh, well. I know. I try not to think about it.
Okay.
And
Because-
now, yeah.
What you gonna do?
And now it is time for...
No.
where we bring you an anonymous and random couple's gripes and have you settle it. Just remember, there's no right or wrong. We just want to know, like, what do you think? So now here we have from our viewers, it's a question of if one partner is asleep and the other one is a lightweight, should that one wake up the other one because they can't find the remote, or should they just let that partner sleep?
I think you read that wrong. The lightweight? Who's the lightweight?
The one who's like,
The
TV's
lightweight
on.
is the person that's trying to sleep while the other person has the TV on at 2 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning.
that's the lightweight. The big old whiny lightweight who's like, I can't sleep.
Well, maybe that person should go to the living room and watch the TV, right?
Maybe that person.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the other person should wear a mask when they sleep since they know they're a little lightweight. Well,
I'm
Maybe
glad
that
that we're
other
helping you guys.
Sleeper.
I'm glad that you guys are using this as therapy.
No,
This
the
isn't about
therapy is
us.
before all this.
This isn't about
Okay.
us. This is a reader, as you saw. I read the
Random,
mail.
random.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. This is not made up. This is real. So what do you think? Should the lightweight wear a mask on his eyes or her eyes and stop being a big
Well,
whiny baby?
What about the sound?
Oh, well, then, maybe use the mask. If they have them on the internet, I'm
Wow.
sure their partner could get them one, or already did, and they didn't like it,
Sounds
where it
to
has
me like
music in
sounds
it.
to me like a lot of selfishness going on.
Sounds to me like somebody needs to learn to
No.
sleep better instead of being a
Couldn't be
whiny
selfish.
whiner who whines.
I don't know what you're talking about, Matt. I don't know
I-
what
Couldn't
you
be
I
couldn't
think
be
that the
selfishness.
person that's up late watching TV should use headphones.
I
Booyah.
heard the person who can't sleep should use headphones, and you're right, Matt. Thank you.
Oh God. Oh, tear that one up. Throw it in the fucking
Yeah.
shredder.
How do you use headphones on a television?
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
Uh.
yes, when it's there is a little thing called respect.
Well, I think that
Booyah.
this person shouldn't put on a series that's 8 hours long and then complain when the other person wants to marathon the whole series.
well, you don't marathon it till like 5 a.m. in the morning. You go
Well,
like a
Yeah,
like
you
a
do if you start at
respectable
8 hours
time.
before that.
Wouldn't
Oh
it be
my
more fun
God.
to watch it together, like when you're both conscious?
Yes, you're right. That sleepy
Exactly.
person shouldn't sleep. That sleepy person should
Oh,
watch the whole thing.
Ugh.
But then that
Speak-
other
speaking
person
of sleepy
sleeps
people-
till like 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, right?
Well, okay. So let me try this. How about if you guys planned ahead and decided on a time when you would both be awake, so that you could both watch watch TV?
And that I think happened this past one. I think one of the persons said, "Hey, let's stop this at a certain hour." And how do you feel about that? And the other person makes a noise, whether it's a yes or a no.
Sounds
No,
like a
she
no.
just goes, uh-huh. So
All right. So, and that was settled. The lightweight needs to wear a mask. That's what I heard.
mhm.
And now for
On this day in history, nothing was solved.
with Matt Capazzi.
All right. After 16 years of being canceled,
Kevin
on this day in
Spacey.
okay,
No, I'm kidding.
in 2005, the BBC sci-fi series Doctor Who returned to TV after 16 years of being canceled, with Christopher Eccleston appearing in the title role. So everybody stopped what they were doing to watch the new Doctor Who series, and nothing was solved on this day in 2005.
Well, you heard it here, guys. This has been the Kathryn Dunn Show. You've all been amazing. You should check out Matt Capazzi's. What is that noise? Is that you, Lucy?
No, what
Who's
noise?
got a vibrating noise going? Did you just receive an alert on your machine?
Was it that?
No, it was like a text. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This has been the Kathryn Dunn Show. You've all been amazing. Check out Matt Capazzi's podcast, and for more information about that, here's Matt.
Yes, it's called Matt C's Podcast. It's on Spotify. Type if you have trouble finding it, use the search term Spotlight Genesis. It's basically a lot of different music that you haven't heard before and you aren't likely to hear, and hopefully you enjoy it.
Very nice. Anything you want to plug, Lucy?
Not a thing.
All right. This is the Kathryn Dunn Show. You've all been amazing. Check out Skylands Animal Sanctuary. Please give them your love, and thank you. See you next week. Bye.